You know what I'm saying? Hello, everyone, and welcome to Yaga Rambles. Today I am doing a hell of a lot better than I was doing yesterday. Yesterday, I woke up and I had the start of a cold. My nose was just running like a faucet, and I had a sneezing fit. I could not stop sneezing. It was annoying. But I had good old Alka-Seltzer. That's what I take, cold medicine. A few doses of that yesterday, and I'm okay. But I tell you, when I don't feel good, like if it's a cold or anything like that, man, I'm a grumpy motherfucker. I was every little thing yesterday irritated the living shit out of me. Anything, it was just when I feel that way, I don't want to be around people. I don't like talking to anybody. When I feel like shit like that, I just want to kind of curl up for like a half a day, go to sleep, sleep it off, and then, come to the next day. And that's how I felt yesterday, man. I was just not having it with anything. And then, you get that little drowsiness from the medicine. Once that kicks in, doesn't help. So, but today, I'm doing well. I feel better. My nose ain't bugging me, so I contribute, though, how getting a slight cold like that, because when you live outside Chicago in the Midwest, if you live out here, you've been here, our weather is one extreme to the next. It could be pouring rain one day, snowing 2 feet the next, and then turn into 80 degrees and everything melts. It's like extremes here, man. So, excuse me. Drinking some coffee to keep myself going. And thank you to Trader Joe's for their awesome coffee. It's the Wintry Blend coffee. It's pretty good. I plug Trader Joe's. If you haven't tried this Wintry Blend coffee and you live by a Trader Joe's, get there and pick it up. It's pretty good stuff. And it only comes out around Christmas. My good buddy turned me on to it. And now I got to stock up. And I got a couple pounds from my lady as part of a Christmas gift, so that was nice. She knew a friend who worked at Trader Joe's. Thanks, Nate. Oh, man. So, today is a nice eventful day. Had a day off. Got to go out to lunch with my lovely lady. And then tonight, part of her Christmas gift was I'm taking her to go see a Christmas Story musical. It's a local production in Aurora, but at the Paramount. And if you've ever been to the Paramount, for those of you who don't know, Aurora is about an hour west of Chicago, but their theater productions are damn near Broadway quality. We saw Mary Poppins there last year, and that was phenomenal. So there's some good expectations that tonight is going to be a good one. And from what I've heard, it was an amazing play. So if you're into musicals, player, if you want to see a little bit of culture, get out there, try something different, man. Go see A Christmas Story. You love the movie. Hell, why not watch it in musical form? I got a friend of mine who hates musicals. It's hilarious. He's like, I can't stand that shit when there's song and dance and everybody's singing. Or at least most musicals, I should say. So I can't. So he completely is turned off by them, but whoo! All right. So back to being me, man. Oh shit. So anyway, podcast is rolling, guys. I've got some great ideas to get some people on here and have some discussions and debates, and I love seeing different points of view of people. And I've asked some people, and they're totally willing to come on here and voice their minds, and I want that, man. I think it's great. The more the merrier. Ha. What else is going on? Today's a big day. Today's the day Star Wars: The Force Awakens is in theaters, and I've already been reading articles that it's just smashing records like none other. It took Harry Potter out of the water. And so I'm gonna see Star Wars. I'm not gonna see it right now. I can't stand when there's crowds of people in the movie theater. I'm weird, I like to enjoy the movie. Little to no people in the theater is my ideal setting of a good time at the movies. When you got that full crowd, people talking, saying shit, it got annoys the crap out of me. And, I didn't pay that much money to hear other people fucking around and being on their cell phone. Yeah, that pisses me off when someone's like, let's, for example, teenagers talking in the movie theater, they're just fucking squawking during the whole fucking movie. I've seen it. I've been in there, and I'm like, why did you waste money and come see this if you're just going to sit here and bullshit and be on your cell phones? Turn that shit off. Anyway, so Star Wars is out, man. It looks great. It looks great. I've been trying not to see the post because I'm going to see it. Like, I'm a nerd about Star Wars. I grew up on the originals. I love them, but I'm not like the super geek, I'm not like, holy shit. Like, I collect stuff, but I don't even collect Star Wars stuff. I love the movies, but I'm not. Yeah, I waited this long for it to come out. I could wait a little bit longer, you know what I mean? So, but it looks good. I'm excited to see it. If any of you saw it, feel free to comment down below. Let me know what you thought of the movie. I would like to know everybody's thoughts. If you saw the movie and how it was, what you think, what could they have done better, all that good stuff. And when I do see it, I'm probably going to make a review video talking about it and everything. So we'll get to that. Looks great, though. I knew some people that were going to see it last night at midnight when it opened, and they were friggin' super excited. Like they just won the lottery, But, I get it, man, because I'm a nerd that way, too, there's, when the Avengers came out, I was like, oh, my God. So, I get it. I totally get it. But, so, when that comes out, I'll let you know how I feel. It can't be any worse than those prequels, right? Those prequels were fucking terrible. Looking back on it, we just wanted to see what was happening before, the Empire. So we kind of got the idea, but let's be honest, those movies are garbage. All three of those suck. And the way Darth Vader became Darth Vader, come on, that was a big letdown. It was like I don't even know how to put it. It was like a kid going through puberty, and he was just throwing a tantrum. They got his legs cut off, and then he was a machine. All that build up to Darth Vader, and that's what happened. I'll probably get a lot of flack if I hear some hardcore Star Wars nerds, talk like this. What are you talking about, man? That was the best. You don't know what you're saying. I don't care. It's just my opinion. I thought the movies could have been better. A lot of whatever. But those sucked. So anyway, I think The Force Awakens definitely is going to blow those out of the water. Just from the previews, it looks like it's just the amount of detail to effects with practical mixed with CGI, I think is a good mix, because a lot of movies these days, they focus a lot on all CGI effects and no practical effects. Like, everything you see is totally not real in front of you, whether it's a fucking... take Batman vs. Superman, for example. That preview where we saw Doomsday. Jesus Christ. Doomsday, looks like every other troll. I seen a bunch of people make put pictures together from, Lord of the Rings and some other shit. It just looks like this garbagey looking troll with fucking bumps. That's what you did? I was like, I'm more of a Marvel fan than DC, but DC started comics, people. They are the first ones to lay the groundwork for comic books, so I respect them in that right. And without them, there wouldn't be Marvel. So when you got Superman and Batman are your two fighting forces that come together, and you give us that piece of shit, Doomsday, that's it? God, it looks terrible. But, see, that's an example of all that CGI. Just in that little preview when I saw Doomsday fall down, it's all computer generated. At least with the new Star Wars, it looks like there's a nice flow of computer-generated stuff, but with some of the explosions, it looks like they actually went through and let's make explosions. They went old school and we're going to blow some shit up. Hope everybody's got insurance. You know what I mean? So, speaking of good practical effects, on a side note, if you haven't seen Krampus, go see Krampus before it's out of theaters, because that movie was great. If you like a dark horror comedy, this thing was phenomenal. It's great. I'm not even going to do any spoilers with it. Just go see it. If you like stuff like Gremlins, it's kind of like that. you'll like it. And the practical effects were so well used in this movie. Like, the actual character of Krampus himself, they used a lot of practical effects for the dude's face, and I was quite impressed because most of the time they just CGI the shit out of everything now. Like, whatever, fuck it. But this was, like, a more realistic look, and I like it. It was a good blend of practical and special effects like they did in Jurassic Park. That's why that movie was amazing, because they took great practical effects, and then they mixed it with a CGI that was, like, state-of-the-art, brand new at the time, and they made it work. That's what you need to do more of, Hollywood. You can't do all practical, but you can't do 100% CGI, because anything that's 100% CGI, 100% sucks most of the time. Do you guys agree, disagree, whatever? Let me know. But yeah, go see Krampus. Good shit. Good shit, guys. So, what else am I looking forward to? The end of the year. Holidays are coming to a close. Let's get it over with already so we can carry on and stop worrying about what's for sale at the stores. That's what I'm concerned about. And, it's coffee. Oh, coffee makes me burp a lot. What can I say? Trader Joe's. Oh, God. So, did you guys have a good year? Was it amazing? Was it fun? 2015 was a wonderful year for me. I mean, I launched my YouTube channel. I'm doing what I like to do. And when you do things you love to do, it doesn't even feel like work. Is it a lot of work? Oh, yeah. It's a lot of work. But when you do things you love to do, it sure as hell does not feel like work. And I like anybody who does that, man. If you love whatever it is you do. That brings me to a point where I've heard people recently say, why don't you get a real job? And I'm like, let me ask you what a real job is there, Sonny. What is a real job? A job's a job, people. And let's be humble a little bit and look back. If certain people didn't decide to do certain jobs, where the fuck would your life be at? For example, if somebody didn't want to be a garbage man, who the fuck's going to pick up your trash at the end of the day? You? If somebody didn't want to be in construction, who the fuck's going to build the roads then that you're driving on to get to your fucking store to buy whatever? You know what I mean? So don't sit there and criticize people for their choice of profession and or job category, because we all have parts in something here, people. Entertainment world is a part. People need to be entertained. If there were no comedians in this world, when will we ever fucking laugh, There's somebody for everything. Don't ever pull someone down for what they do for a living, because that to me just sounds like you got more issues with yourself than that person. So you want to make yourself look better. You know what I mean? And that's not cool, man. Deal with your own problems. And everybody's their own. They'll deal with themselves. So don't sit there and do that crap. I hate that shit. I don't like, even if you're a grocery bagger at the fucking grocery store, or better yet, a stock boy at a grocery store. If there weren't stock boys, who the fuck's gonna put the groceries on there so your fucking fat ass can go get your ice cream? Sorry, you know what I mean? But come on, look at it like that, people. Look at it like that. Those people, anybody, stock boys and stuff like that, they're not beneath you. We're all people on this planet. We all share air. We're all here. We all have a part to play. And everybody plays the part so we can all come together and things are the way they are. That's just what I feel, what I believe, and what I think. You don't like it? I don't care. Go fuck yourself. But deep down, what I'm saying is true, and that, the people that criticize others for what they do, they just got some deeper issues that need to be dealt with that I hope they get it dealt with, man. I really do. Well, that's all I got for my rambles today, folks. I'm off. Gonna get ready to go see the Christmas Story play tonight. Should be fun. And I don't know. Get used to not being cold, I guess. I don't know what that means. All right, guys. Leave me some comments. Like, share this. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Pretty soon I'll be able to have these episodes available for download so you can carry them wherever you may go and hear my lovely voice. Have a good night.